Hello, VC, and whoever's watching. I went on a trip to Hamburg. This was the second time, and just as the first time when I went there, I checked out several record stores. I think in the end there were like 9 places I checked out. Um, I had a great time there. I met very nice people, had lovely chats, and I personally can recommend free stores in particular. Those are the places where I bought the records, which I will show you in a minute. Um, had a great time there. When I bought more than just one record or had a little stack, they gave me a discount without me asking them to do that. I would never do that in a store. Um, but they were super nice. The prices already were fair. The other stores were great too. Nice people there. Sometimes a little bit pricey, but still a lot of records that I saw on my trip there. And these are actually the records that I bought. The first one, this is Ron Wood and Ronnie Lane, Mahoney's Last Stand. Um, this is a soundtrack. I don't know anything about it. Um, the reason why I bought it is because of actually Ronnie Lane. So he's the original bassist of the Small Faces, later the Faces. He had a great band called Slim Chance. He played with Ron Wood in the Faces. Of course, Ron Wood later, or actually in this year, this was released in 1976, joined the Rolling Stones for the first time on a tour. Um, so I bought it mostly for Ronnie Lane. I love his folk country style. It's very British influenced, but it's or let's say it's maybe the UK version of the band in some ways, or the UK version of folk music. Um, so I thought I will definitely check it out. I love Ron Wood in the Faces. I don't like his playing so much in the Rolling Stones, but I really do enjoy his stuff. What he did before the Stones, and mostly with the Faces. This UK original pressing on the Atlantic record label. I don't know what to expect. I bought this one, or just this one record at Honey Bucket Records. It's a great store. It's pretty small, like the back alley of a apartment complex. But the owner was super nice. We had a great time just chatting about music. He has everything stocked in different boxes, and he's super kind. So he asks you what you're looking for. Um, then he tries to pick up what you might be interested. When you're there, you have a great time. He's very looking forward to have people at his store. Uh, I don't think that he's like very known in the area around. At least that's what he told me. But if you're in Hamburg, check this guy out. He's very nice. He gave me, or he didn't give me a big discount, but the price on this was super cheap. He actually just checked right in front of me and he said, "Okay, let's do like this price." So compared to what it's usually sold for or what he could ask for, he gave me a very nice price. And it reminds me of a lovely afternoon at a great spot in Hamburg. So be sure to check out Honey Bucket. The next four records. This was actually the last record store that I've checked out, and I got four records that I was looking for. One even for a very long time. The first one is Rocky Mountain High by John Denver. I think it's a very common record, nothing too special, but I really adore John Denver. I think he's a great singer-songwriter. He's a great guitarist. He plays fantastic. So this is the original German pressing on RCA. Actually, when I used to work in a record store, just before I started working at a regular place where I'm right now, I listened to this record very often. I checked it out again when I bought it. I prefer side one way more than side two, which is in my eyes a little bit too. There's a little bit, for my kind of taste, too much orchestration, and it's not so much my cup of tea. But the first side is just fantastic. Rocky Mountain High is an all-time classic. Mother's Nature Sunny has a fantastic cover of the Beatles track, and Prisoners. You can actually just check this song out on the internet. He has a live performance of that, and just him playing this song on 12-string guitar is wow, over the top. I don't know anything like that. This is John Denver, and a great addition to the collection. This record I was looking for a very long time. Usually the problem was that I only found reissues of that one. So this is actually also a reissue, but it's the first pressing from the Netherlands. So usually you find other pressings. I would just show you this is It's a Beautiful Day by It's a Beautiful Day with the original inner sleeve. So what is hard to find is this record coming on an orange CBS label. So as I said, this is the Dutch pressing. This is from 72. I think it was originally released in 69, only in the US and the UK. I find it quite often, but I never see this version on the orange CBS label. Usually it's in very bad condition. Actually, this one is also, yeah, I think it's VG Plus or maybe even VG. So the cover is usually pretty beat up. I don't know whether you can see it so good on the video, but has light ring wear, some slight edge wear. So I barely ever see it in really good condition. And then it's mostly the wrong pressing. So I was looking for this for a very long time, as I said. Very interesting music. To be honest, I haven't listened to it yet. I only know or heard about Bombay Calling. So this track is actually it kind of influenced Deep Purple. It said like just compare this track with Child in Time, and you hear the riff. And I think they had a tour together, or at least a show that played together with It's a Beautiful Day as a supporting act. So yeah, Deep Purple were highly influenced by this band. Actually, if you're interested in that topic, there are great videos on YouTube that talk about like rip-offs of Deep Purple. So just as Led Zeppelin were influenced by a lot of traditional blues songs or whatever songs, Deep Purple were also pretty often influenced. But still, I was told it's a fantastic album overall. Bombay Calling is a fantastic track, so check it out. The next one is, for me, pretty important to finish my Joe Walsh collection. This is So What. I think this is the second Joe Walsh solo record, maybe the third one. This is also a reissue. It comes on ABC Records. It's a German pressing. Fantastic album. Turn to Stone is an all-time classic track, and I personally adore Help Me Through the Night. When Joe Walsh recorded this record, his daughter died, I think in an accident, and he was really hit a low point. And some of the tracks on this record are dedicated to his daughter or were influenced by her death. So it's a very sad, maybe a little bit dark record even too. And definitely Help Me Through the Night is influenced by that accident that happened. I personally just love Joe Walsh. He's a fantastic musician. I think he pretty much helped out the Eagles when he joined them. So glad to get this one, and now only one more record is missing to finish the Joe Walsh collection. The next one is another side of Bob Dylan. So this is his third studio album, I think. This is a 67 reissue on the Orange CBS label. Don't know what to say about Dylan. I just want to get all his records till Desire. And with this, I'm closer to complete my 60s collection. Definitely an all-time amazing song to me is Today Me Babe, the last song of this one. I have a personal connection to that song, personal history, and yeah, glad that I got this Dylan record to finish the collection. So I bought those records at a store that is called, let me see, Otter Stones. So you will barely find it online. Actually, I talked to the owner. He doesn't like online appearance too much. He doesn't have a Discogs store. He just want to have a store. You go there, you can listen to the music, have a chat. It's a great concept, but by that it's a bit difficult to find it. So when you're there, actually, you can ask stores for this flyer. They just listed all the vinyl stores in Hamburg. So if you're in one store, the chances are pretty high that they have this. They will hand it to you, and then you can check out the stores that are around. So the last, let's call little stack of records, bought just at the last store. This one was called Rough Trade Records. Also fantastic shop. He has great pressings, rare records, and very fair prices. So it's a great mix. Very nice guy. You can listen to all the to all the records. So yeah, the first one that I bought was Dusty Springfield. I closed my eyes and count to 10. To be honest, I thought this was a studio record. When I checked it on Discogs, I realized it's a compilation. I am not so much into compilations, but I just want to get into Dusty Springfield. I love Son of a Preacher, which is I guess her like biggest hit, or at least around here. It's on this one, so I'm glad I got it. She's a great singer, great songs on this one, and it's a lovely compilation. So Dusty Springfield. The next one is an update pressing. To be honest, I think I saw this record when I was in Hamburg 2 years ago because it was the same pressing. It barely shows up usually. It was the same price. It still had the stickers. So I think it's the same copy that I saw 2 years ago, and this time I'm glad I picked it up because I always thought about it. This is Sutherhillman Fury Band. And the special thing about this is that's a promo copy. So although it was released on the Asylum label, this has a white Electra label. I just love this band. It's a great country rock. You have three amazing singer-songwriters: J.D. Souther, Chris Hillman, Richard Fury. They all played in big bands before they all had their success. So this is kind of a country rock supergroup. I love this record. I love their second album. I think it's called Down. No, this is Menaces. I forgot the name by now, but it's a great record. Just Fall in Love is a great record, great track. Heavenly Fire, Believe Me, fantastic songs. Check it out if you like country rock. The next one, this is Alan Bown. It's called Listen. It's the original UK pressing. It comes on the Pink Room Island label. So, just the way around, yeah. I don't know too much about it. I heard it when I worked at a record store, or used to work at a record store. I really enjoyed it, so I was always looking for it. It barely shows up for a decent price. This was very cheap, especially considering the condition, which is looks like new, at least like the cover. And fun fact, this guy is John Halliwell, who later played in Supertramp, and I think it's just a very nice record. So yeah, recommendation to check it out. The next one was kind of a spontaneous buy. I read the autobiography of David Crosby, and then he talked about this record, and I thought, okay, maybe I give it a try. Though I had a bad experience with Crosby and Nash, those two together. But this record actually it had great reviews, so I checked it out and I said, okay, I give it a try. This is Crosby and Nash, Wind on the Water. So it comes on the original inner sleeve. It's the UK original pressing on Polydor, and I think it has like all you can expect from the Crosby and Nash record. Great harmonies, lovely songwriting, and it was worth to check it out and give it a try. Next one, this was a blind buy too. This is Crazy Horse by Crazy Horse. So this was, I think, released in '71. For those of you who don't know, Crazy Horse was later than the backup band for Neil Young. Yeah, they played together, but Crazy Horse actually started as a single band, and then they collaborated with Neil Young. This is on the Reprise label, the original German pressing. It has Danny Whitten on it, who later died. A lot of songs on, or some songs on Harvest are actually influenced by his death. Also, Tonight's the Night, I think, was just released after his death. Neil Young had a hard time to deal with his death. It's a fantastic band. I wanted to check out their stuff without Neil Young. I just gave it a short spin at the record store. It sounded great, so I'm looking forward to listen to the rest of the album. The next one, this is Buffalo Springfield by Buffalo Springfield. It's not the original pressing, it's a 68 reissue. Comes on the Atcal label from the US. Still, it's in lovely shape. Um, I don't know what to say about Buffalo Springfield. You have Stephen Stills and young Richard Fury in the band, so fantastic songwriters in there, fantastic musicians. Um, I just bought a few months ago Buffalo Springfield again. I think their second album. Um, so I decided I want to get the other stuff as well. Especially I really adore Stephen Stills. He's a fantastic musician. So I wanted to check out Buffalo Springfield. This one has For What It's Worth, which I think is like the biggest hit of the band on it. Um, yeah, happy to find it. The next one, actually, I was looking for a long time too. This is Dr. Birds and Mr. Hyde. A Birds record. I think David Crosby just left the band before this was released. I'm not 100% sure. But yeah, it looks like a very interesting lineup there. Of course, Roger McQuinn is still on it. This is a German pressing. Yes, from I think it's from '68. Yeah, comes on the orange CBS label. I want to get all the Birds records. I think only one more is missing. Then I got them. This pops up from time to time, but usually it's very pricey. I don't know why this one was so particularly cheap. It's in very good condition, and just a great addition to the collection, actually, to finish the Birds collection. And the last one, I consider this to be a psychedelic rock classic, maybe one of the psychedelic rock classics. This is Surrealistic Pillow by Jefferson Airplane. Great, iconic cover. This is a reissue on the German RCA label. It's from '69, so still quite early. You barely ever see Jefferson Airplane records around. Most of them are in bad condition, are way later reissues, and very pricey. This was a very nice price. As I said, the guy gave me a discount on the whole stack, so I got it even cheaper. And just for the cover art, I think it looks fantastic. It's in great condition, and of course with White Rabbit and Somebody to Love, it has maybe the biggest hits or the most known tracks of the band on the album. So yeah, great addition and a great finish for the trip that I had in Hamburg. So that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed it, and maybe see you next time.